Saurashtra is a region of western India, located on the Arabian Sea coast of Gujarat state. It consists of 11 districts of Gujarat, including Rajkot District. Location: Saurashtra Peninsula is bounded on the south and southwest by the Arabian Sea, on the northwest by the Gulf of Kutch, and on the east by the Gulf of Khambat. For the apex of these two gulfs, the little Rann of Kutch and Khambat waste tracts, half salt morass, half sandy desert, stretch inland towards each other and complete the isolation of Kathiawar, except one narrow neck which connects it on the northeast with the mainland of Gujarat. The peninsula is sometimes referred to as Kathiawar after the Kathidaba who once ruled part of the region. Saurath forms the southern portion of the peninsula. The Saurashtra region comprises the southwestern part of modern Gujarat state, and the districts included in this region are Rajkot, Jamnagar, Junagadh, Bhavnagar, Porbandar, Amreli, Surendranagar, Devbhumi, Dwarka, Morbi, Chhayar, Somnath, and some portions of Ahmedabad and Botad districts also fall under this area. The region also historically encompassed the Diu district of the Daman and Diu Union Territory. History, referred to as Saurashtra and as some other names as well over a period of time, since the Mahabharata and Vedic period. This region is mentioned again as Saurashtra or Saurashtra in the 1st century CE periplus of the Erythraean Sea. Saurashtra in its Prakrit name Saurath literally means good country. The name finds mentions in the Junagadh rock inscription dating 150 CE, attributed to Rudradaman I. Prior to it, during the rule of Ashoka, the region was under Yavanatashaspa and governed by Pushyagupta during Chandragupta Maurya's reign. Vrajlal Sapavadia noted from literature and Tamil Nadu government record that around AD 1000, Weaver community left Saurashtra region to South India and are known as Saurashtra people. For a long period of time, the name Saurath referred to this region. For the 9th to 14th century Chudasama Rajput ruled Saurath with the capitals Vanthali and Junagadh alternatively. The Chudasama Rajputs ruled Saurath longer than any others. Then the Saurath area came under the Muslim rule. The princely state of Junagadh founded during British rule. Junagadh and its neighbouring states were controlled by the Western India States Agency. In 1947, Junagadh's Muslim ruler desired to accede his territory to Pakistan, but the predominantly Hindu population rebelled. Saurashtra state. After India's independence in 1947, 217 princely states of Kathiawar, including the former kingdom of Junagadh, were merged to form the state of Saurashtra on 15 February 1948. Initially, it was named United State of Kathiawar, which was renamed the Saurashtra state in November 1948. The exercise took up a lot of Shri Vallabhbhai Patel's time to convince the local princes and petty subbas. However, Maharaja Krishna Kumar Singh of Bhavnagar state readily extended to offer his large and royal empire of Bhavnagar Kolwar to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, and Bhavnagar became first in the country to get merged into the Union of India. The capital of Saurashtra was Rajkot. Akirang Naval Shankar Bar, who later went on to become president of the Indian National Congress between 1955 and 59, became Saurashtra's first chief minister. He was succeeded by Rajaglalama Chand Parikh on 19 December 1954. On 1 November 1956, Saurashtra was merged into Bombay State. In 1960, Bombay State was divided along linguistic lines into the new states of Gujarat and Maharashtra. The territory of Saurashtra, including that of the former kingdom of Saurath Junagadh, became part of the state of Gujarat. Language. Saurashtra is also the name of an Indo-Aryan language of Kathiawar Saurashtra. Though Saurashtra language is not spoken in the region now, people of this region who migrated to southern India, especially Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Amba, Maduri, Paramakudi, Salem, Tanjore, Trichy, Namakkal, Kanyakumari, Kanchipuram, Jawalajape, Arani, Chennai, Palayam, Kotai, Kumbakonam, Thirubhuvanam and Andhra Pradesh still preserve and speak the language. The script of this language is derived from the Devanagari script and shares similarities with modern-day Gujarati. Postage stamps. The first postage stamps of the state were issued for princely state of Junagadh in 1864. They consisted of 3 lines of Hindi script in colorless letters on black, and were produced by hand stamping with watercolor ink. A second issue, in 1868, used colored letters, printed in black or red on several colors of paper. The issue of 1877 was the first to include Latin letters. The circular design included the inscription SORUTH postage at the top, and 1 anna of a rupee at the bottom. Some of these were surcharged in 1913-14, followed by redesigned stamps in 1914. A set of 8 stamps in 1929, including pictures of Junagadh, the GIR lion, and the Kathi horse in addition to the Nawab. In 1937 the 1 anna value was reissued reading postage and revenue. The Indian province of Saurashtra did not design any of its own stamps, but before adopting the stamps of India, Saurashtra issued a court fee stamp overprinted for postal use, then created more 1 anna stamps by surcharging 3 stamps of the 1929 issue. Separatist movements for Saurashtra state and Kutch state. Saurashtra state and Kutch state separately existed from 1947 to 1956. Gujarat has demands for separate states of Kutch state, Saurashtra state and Balistan for many decades. Revival movement for formerly separate Saurashtra state. Movement for separate Saurashtra state was initiated in 1972 by advocate Ratilal Tanna, who was close aide of former Prime Minister Morarji Desai. As per Saurashtra Sankalan Samiti, more than 300 organizations across the Saurashtra region support the demand of the separate state. Samiti also claims that compared to other parts of Gujarat, Saurashtra is underdeveloped. Big industrial projects are coming near Ahmedabad and Vadodara, while Saurashtra is being ignored. It is claimed that people of Saurashtra are facing shortage of drinking water and even youths are forced to migrate in search of jobs. No development is made along the coastline, and if Saurashtra had its own state government, the region would have done much better. Parag Tejura is current president of Saurashtra Sankalan Samiti. Saurashtra has separate identity from the rest of Gujarat. The region has its own Saurashtra language dialect. Saurashtra people have their own diaspora all over world, including in Tamil Nadu for centuries. Some agitators claim that people from Saurashtra are often taunted with titles such as Kathiawadi and Veer Virangam. Demand for combined Saurashtra Kutch state. There is also a demand for a combined Kutch Saurashtra state, a Saurashtra Kutch state. Mansukh Bhai Joshi has called a meeting under the banner Kutch Saurashtra Vikas Sangharsh Samiti to find ways to rekindle the issue. The former minister claims people of Saurashtra do not emotionally associate themselves with Gujarat. He says leaders from the territory have always faced hostility in Gandhinagar. Yuva Kranti Sena is another organization fighting for a separate Saurashtra Kutch state. Revival movement for formerly separate Kutch state. Kutch Raja Sankalp Samiti from Kutch region is spearheading demand for a separate Kutch state under leadership of Pragmal G3. At the time of integration of the princely state with India in 1947, the accession was done on the condition that Kutch would retain the status of a separate state. It enjoyed this status till 1960, when a separate state of Gujarat was carved out of Maharashtra and Kutch was merged with it. The main reason behind a separate state is cultural and geographical distance from Gandhinagar. The latter, according to KRSS, is also a hindrance to the development of the region. Kutch is still governed by an administration in Gandhinagar, which sits 400 kilometers away. In 1960, Kutch was promised an autonomous development board under Article 371 of the Constitution, which never came into existence due to lack of political will. Narmada water does not reach the farms of this region, which is basically a desert land.